Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fitness Fridays from the Parkinson's Foundation. I'm David Zid.
And I'm Jackie Russell. Wait, who are you? We are Total HealthWorks. We are so excited to do Fitness Fridays for the PF, and we can't wait to get started today.
I'll tell you, Jackie, we've been in this Parkinson's exercise world for about 17 years.
Oh,
Might have had a different name before, but now we're Total HealthWorks. Come join us online. And I'll tell you, it's so great to see everybody. Listen, if you're going to exercise with us today, all you need is one light weight.
One light weight and a great attitude. Great attitude.
What if you had a bad attitude?
Get out.
No, don't leave. If you have a bad attitude, stick with us because you're going to have a better attitude by the end of this workout.
Get some water.
Absolutely. Keep drinking water. And I'll tell you what, let's get into this more of a formal warm-up, gang. And I love teaching high knees and butt kicks because this is a walking drill.
You know what? Today we're focusing on freezing of gait.
We sure are.
And we are going to show you seated options and standing and more vigorous options. And if you have any problems with initiating a movement or getting stuck or
even stopping.
Yes.
If you can't stop, gang, it's all caused by the same thing. And we call that freezing of gait. And we're going to give you some great tips to combat that. So
join us.
All right. I'm just chomping at the bit, Jack.
I know.
I'm so excited. You know, I love teaching this type of stuff. And we've got a lot of friends out there who
do have a lot of friends out there.
Our first exercise we're going to do is just a high knee drill. I actually like walking when I do this one. I could do this down my hallway, hanging onto a wall. The most important thing about this is that you're getting your knees up high.
And it's not really about balance, although there's a little bit if you're doing a walking version of this, but you can hold on and do a high knee. No points off for that. It's really about the height of your knee.
Yep. And Jackie will show you some easier stuff. I'm going to show you some harder stuff. Gang, let's go into butt kicks. All right. So this is the only chance today you get to actually kick your own butt because I'm kicking it for you.
Yes,
okay.
He will.
When I walk, I'm just trying to get my heel towards my butt. You don't actually have to touch it. Jackie's going to do her stationary.
And if you are in a chair, we really want to get a little bit of flexion in your knee and kind of work your hamstrings and quads. Just do a nice big heel toe, and that'll get the same benefit.
You know, absolutely. And the thing is, you know, if you're not feeling great today or you had a bad night's sleep or whatever, hey, just grab a seat and join us anyways. And if you're feeling really good, maybe you're with me the rest of the day.
Or just sit and smile, really.
Okay, why do I like teaching high knees and butt kicks? Because, gang, if we just did about 30 seconds of high knees, 30 seconds of butt kicks, 30 to 60 seconds of each of those every day, and I can guarantee in the next 30 days from now, you will have a better gait.
Who doesn't want that?
That's the money back guarantee.
Money back?
Yep. Exactly.
Wow. Call us in 30 days, gang.
Yep. So, but, you know, it takes some consistency, determination, and you got to remember to do it. High knees and butt kicks every day for the next 30 days and your gait will change. All right, but let's get into some upper body, Jackie.
Let's do it.
We're going to do some big shrugs, or I'm just going to touch my ears with my shoulders.
Oh, and this is a great one to do in front of the mirror.
Oh, yeah, because oftentimes we think we're doing this, but we're not. Let's reverse it. We're not in a hurry today. We're just trying to warm up and loosen up joints before we get into some bigger and better things.
Well, and the real reason you need to be able to shrug your shoulders is so that you can say,
why did you do that?
I don't know. With no words. I don't know.
What? I didn't do anything.
I don't know.
Let's go arm pumps. You know, I think some of us are better at that than others. We've had more practice about, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
So we're just arm pumping. We're just like rowing a boat underhand. Let's go palms in for a few. And then we're going to go palms down for a few.
Nice little warm up, warming all our joints up for bigger and better things.
All right, couple big circles forward, okay? It doesn't matter what hand position you're in. You can go hands up, palms down, doesn't matter. I just want 2 or 3 big circles. And look at the size of these. I'm going down and touching my legs, and I come up as high as I can. Let's reverse them for a few.
Okay.
So if I've got a bad shoulder, hey, I'm still going down low and getting a bigger circle going down low. If you can go all the way up, go all the way up. Nice. Let's do one more, Jackie. We're going to go palms up, and we're just going over and unders.
Oh, I like this one.
I know. It's one of my favorites.
Feels good. Pinch your shoulders on the way back. Palms are up.
Let's go thumbs down. Just an over and under. Where haven't we been yet? Let's go palms facing us.
Yeah.
Just go over
Let's
there.
go thumbs
we
up.
always like to change our hand position because it affects the joints differently too.
Yeah. And you know what? Modify anything you need to modify here today. Stay safe. You know you better than we do.
We'll give you some other options.
Sure.
Okay. So, Jackie, I've got a pop quiz for you.
Oh, good.
What's
Pop
the
quiz?
best way to get the brain active and ready for change?
Ready for change, ready to like relearn, rewire.
You know what I'm talking about.
Get your heart rate up.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
Get breathless.
We've been at this for almost 17 years.
Yes,
isn't it?
we have.
Under different names,
years.
but gang, we're
Yes.
Total HealthWorks now, and we're still the same folks that you knew before. And we pretty much invented this. Let's get the heart rate up. Let's do a brain exercise, and then let's get your core stronger.
You know, we saw this phenomena before it was in the research.
It's always nice to be ahead of science sometimes.
You know, we just saw people improving their symptoms more if they got their heart rate up first and then practiced.
Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of interval training. Jackie's going to show you some easier stuff. I'll show you some harder stuff. 30 seconds at each interval today.
30 seconds of work.
So we're going to do 30 seconds at a 50% effort,
50%,
30 seconds at a 60%,
60%.
and then we're going to do 30 seconds at a 70%.
What does that mean?
That's just a big bunch of stuff, isn't it?
I know.
Gang, it means that we're going to start out really easy and we're going to get a little bit more difficult as we go.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'll tell you what, I've got the clock, Jackie. I'm going to start the clock in about 10 seconds. Go ahead and get yourself ready to move a little bit.
You can walk, you can march, you can get on equipment, go up and down the bottom step of your staircase, follow me in a chair,
Follow me if you're
or
standing
do
up.
whatever works.
Here we go. I've got the first 30 seconds. So I'm pretending like I'm jumping off the floor, but I'm really not getting anywhere.
Just doing a little bit of boxing. Don't get in my way.
You know, Jackie, when I'm teaching with you, I kind of feel that way all the time.
Do your
I feel like I'm getting somewhere, but I'm really not compared to you.
50% effort. You're still chit-chatting. But
We
you're
are
moving.
just moving,
Mhm.
whatever it is. You could be on a stationary bike right now.
Oh,
You
yeah.
could be on your elliptical or a treadmill. Okay, so that's your first 30. Let's go a little faster, Jackie. Okay,
Okay.
let's do something a little more intense. I call this like the intensity of an airport walk. So
Okay.
if you're in the airport and you're a little bit late, man, you are getting to that airplane, aren't you?
Yeah, you're pushing it.
You don't want to miss that plane.
Yeah, go ahead and leave the screen. You'll find us back here.
Absolutely. 60%. You asked what these
Mhm.
effort levels are.
Mhm.
60% doesn't get you out of breath. You know
Oh,
you're doing something. but
Nice
you're not.
big arm swing for me.
Okay, guess what time it is?
What time is it?
Let's go to 70.
70. Oh, I'm going to do a ground to press with no weight.
So 70% does get you out of breath, gang. So whatever you're doing, it's just a little more intense, a little faster,
A little bigger.
maybe getting yourself out of breath. A little
Add
bit.
weight to it if you need to, but keep moving.
Hey, if we went to 80 today, we'd be quit. We probably wouldn't chit chat a lot.
No, you would not.
That's time.
Whew. Oh, that was a nice little
Did I just
interval.
hear that correctly? I think someone just yelled out, go to 80, go to 80, because then you'll stop talking.
Yeah,
All right.
nice job, guys.
The reason we do this is because, gang, it gets the brain ready for relearning and it works really well. There's a lot of neuroprotection going on in the brain. Those dopamine cells that you're losing, they're protected when you exercise.
Right.
Is that awesome?
It is awesome.
And they're willing to learn better now.
You
So-
actually create dopamine in your brain to utilize better right after you've gotten your heart rate up.
That's
So
right. That's right.
our first round is done.
The first round of cardio. is
Yeah.
done.
So grab some water.
Yep. And we're going to let that heart rate come down just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We like getting it up and then we let it come down just a little bit. And that's that perfect thing.
You can drink water anytime during this workout.
Huh. Is that water or is that like Starbucks coffee?
You'll
Uh-oh.
never know that, will
We're
you?
all in big trouble right now. Okay. So the first thing I want you to try to do is to break a freeze. So if I'm stuck here, gang, if I do this every day, 100 times a day, what am I good at? I'm good at that. I'm good at getting shut down, right? Or if I'm good at not being able to stop, right? I keep walking, I keep going, I can't stop. If I keep practicing that, then you just improve. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a break, literally. Let's take a big breath in and relax your jaw. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is you got to remember to just relax. Okay, now we can ask your body to move, because if we get all tense, and we're anxious, it's going to be hard to move. And sometimes, Jackie, all we need to do, you know this, is just a big first step. All right, so let's go through it together. Here I am. I'm relaxed. Relax my jaw. I take a breath in. And now I'm going to take a big first step and start walking. Okay. That's what it looks like.
Gang, you can do this along a wall. If you can do only one big step, hold on to your chair, but you really need to move a little bit to get this one to work.
Exactly. And so again, we repeat it. Relax the jaw, take a nice breath in, and a big first step gets you moving. Now, when I come to a stop, look at this, the width of my feet. We're wide, right?
Very wide.
Nice wide John Wayne stance, right? John
Nice
Wayne
and
gets
stable.
off his horse. He's stable, right? Okay, so that's what I want us to practice right now. So relax, breath in, big step, boom, right? And we're going to practice this when you don't need it. Don't just save this for when you get stuck.
Right.
I want you to practice this when you feel good and when you don't need it and you're not in a hurry.
Yes. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the best time to practice is after
Right
you
after
get your heart rate up,
about a
gang.
cardio.
It's the best
yes.
time, but it's not the only time. You're saying, you know what, Zeddy, I don't really want to do exercise every single day. Okay, that's okay. But I need you to do this kind of stuff every day where you're relaxed. It might be your kitchen. You know, we tend to get stuck in the same place in our house, right? Or wherever we live. We get stuck in the same place. When you feel good, you're not in a hurry, you're going to do this. You're going to stand here, relax the jaw, take a breath in, and take a big first step.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if that's not working for you, you're saying, you know what, that's really just not a great thing for me. All right. Instead of trying to practice moving forward and getting shut down, see that part of that, the root in the brain that is it's got a gate on it, doesn't it?
It's got a gate on it. It's shut down.
We're going to take a detour around that path. Okay. That pathway in the brain that's kind of clogged or shut down. Gang, this is what we're going to do. Instead of moving forward, what we're going to do, we're going to relax the jaw, take a breath, let's step backwards, and then start walking forwards.
Oh, that's a great tip. That is just a great tip.
I love it, Jackie. You know, we call that movement begets movement.
Yeah.
So instead of trying to just move forward all the time, nope, relax the jaw, take a breath in, we take a step back, and then we start walking forwards.
And you
we
guys
always stop in this wide stance, though.
It's the same effect. You're still moving forward, but it's a different pathway in the brain to say, oh, I'll step backwards and then I'll go.
Oh, functionally, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
So one more time, relax the jaw, take a breath in, we step back, and then we'll step forward with that same leg. Okay.
Gang,
We
if
come
you're
to
in a
stop.
chair and you're not getting up and walking with us today, let's do a little bit of leg strengthening. Just do a big knee up and kick out while we're doing these nice freezing tips.
Absolutely. And if you're out there going, you know what, I've never experienced freezing, I don't need this, gang, but we want to keep practicing things so we never need it. Because if you practice breaking a freeze, you'll never need it.
Well, I love when you say that. It's so true.
Yep. So, okay, that's our little bit of brain exercise for this first round.
Yes.
Let's do a combination core strength move.
Love it.
This is where we need that one light weight.
One light weight.
Do you want me to pick out a weight for you, Jackie?
You know what?
I've got
I'd
a
rather
nice
not.
55-pounder over here for you.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
I just got to say, what comes around goes around. So the 55-pounder for Jackie is about right. All right. So I've got a brick. I literally found this in my backyard last
Yeah. What
year.
if I don't have a weight at my house?
You know what? There's lots of ways to create weights, and you have to come visit us at totalhealthworks.com because we actually have videos on how to create your own equipment.
It could be a water bottle or a soup can.
All right. So this first exercise in for strength
Yes.
is a one-arm clean and press. We love this one. We're only going to do 10 aside. What we're going to do is we're going to go towards the floor with the weight, and then we're going to go towards the ceiling with the weight. But look at our eyeballs. We're looking at you the whole time, and you're going to look at us the whole time. So it's a squat.
It is
Isn't
or a forward lean if you're in the chair.
Yeah. Wait, did I just swear with a squat?
I
Is that a
think
swear
you
word?
did. I think most people think it's a square word.
That might be a swear word in most of the country. So we're squatting down, and then we're reaching up.
Look how big this move
Oh,
is.
I love this move. That's why I put this on today, because if you're going to just learn a couple things from us, I tell you what, this is quality.
I think it's a bigger move for me than it is for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
Jackie's going twice as far as me. We all understand
You
that.
know
I
that?
think this is 10 on that
I do
one
too.
side.
Right.
I'm going to switch sides. We're going to go right into the other side. Nice squat. Now, this can be just an abbreviated squat. This could be abbreviated shoulder press. So we're going to here, maybe I go to here. I've got a bad shoulder. No problem. I squat and just end up at my shoulder.
Yeah. Whatever works for you.
No problem. If you're saying, you know what, my shoulder feels good. Okay, let's do this. Very nice. So great to have you here.
Oh, so great to be here. Thanks, PF, for inviting us.
No doubt.
Love Fridays.
We don't have to move fast on this. We go to our own tolerance. You know, if my range of motion isn't quite as big as yours, Jackie, it's okay.
I know. Yeah. And if you've got some knee problems, you don't have to do a huge squat. Just give me a little baby squat.
A baby squat. And then we're back up. And that's 10 on that side.
It's 10 on that side. Whoa.
Let me take that one.
So you know what we just what we just did was our recipe for success. Every single class, seated, standing, boot camp, we get your heart rate up.
Yep.
We practice brain work or something that you want to improve, freezing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do some strength training, core strengthening or eccentric strength training. And we do it over and over.
And I'll tell you what, you know, we've seen so many people. I mean, tens of thousands of people we've helped, gang.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of them in person, you know, 55,000 people in person. And then we've got maybe 100,000 people that we have never even seen, but our instructors are training them. Gang, if you have freezing issues, you can control that and you can turn that around by doing these exercises. All right. So please, you know, start working on this and it'll change for you. So everybody can improve out there. All right, Jackie, we do have round 2 cardio and it's one of my faves. You know what I'm going to say? We're going to do 20 seconds on and then you get a 20-second break. Yeah,
20,
a little gift from us to you. 20 seconds of work followed by 20 seconds of rest. And we're going to do 3 of these.
All right.
Okay.
So I am going to stay seated for 2 and then I'll stand and do a low impact, but I am going to use a little bit of weight this time for my cardio. I'm going to do 3 different things. And I'm actually going to use a chair for my first one, Jackie. I'm going to do a chair burpee, what we call a chair burpee. Let's show them what a chair burpee is. One of our favorite moves. Burpee actually can be here. I walk out, I walk back in, and then I reach. Or if I want to make this a little more intense, I can do a little jump here. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, does it have to be the seat of the chair? No, heck no. Be the back of the chair. Could be the kitchen countertop. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to do these 2 different ways. Okay. And then my third one's going to be a little surprise. Oh, you could even do that off of a wall, gang, stepping out, in, holding onto the wall. All right. I'm starting the clock. Are you ready? I'm doing some wood chops. Here we go. I'm going to walk out, make this burpee a little bit easier the first round. So I'm up higher. No jump included. But we're not talking as much now, are we? We're not. You're working hard right now. That's your time. Woo. Okay, 20-second break. 20 seconds to get your life together. Which it really will feel like 10. Pull up your tights, tighten your ponytail, get ready. Yeah, let's just all pull up our tights. Let's do that. This ponytail. All right, are you ready to go? I'm ready. Here we go. I'm going to add a little jump to this and maybe a jump at the end. I just switched sides on my wood chop. I only have a 2-pound med ball in my hand. You could make this anything you want. I can jump out and in and then just reach. I can step out and then jump. But the other way, it's time. And there's your 20 seconds. Yeah, you could be doing whatever kind of aerobic work is good for you or follow us. Okay, so I've got my imaginary wall next to me. I'm going to hang on to my imaginary wall, and I'm going to do some jumping. All right. Okay, so I'm going to jump towards my wall. Here's my wall right here, my imaginary wall. Here we go. So my last one, 20 seconds. I'm doing a kind of a power jump here. Well, and I'm jumping behind my chair, and I'm holding on, doing a little jumping jack. I could go fast or slow. I'm hanging onto that wall as I jump. Perfectly safe. 20 seconds of this will get your heart rate up. That's your time. Whew. Woo. And how productive was that? We really go by how breathless you are. Can you say a sentence? I think they got me to 80%. 80% for me is I'm able to talk to you, but I need to take some breaths in between the sentences. That's the perfect place for
Yeah.
the magic to happen in your brain,
Yeah.
for you being able to rewire, refocus, that neuroplasticity effect to take hold and allow you to do something.
You know, it's so great when you talk about brain health, you've got to talk about your heart health, because, you know, this brain's about, just make two closed fists right now. That's about the size of your brain.
Yeah.
Jackie's is much bigger than mine, but
It's about this
20% of
big.
your blood flow goes to your brain, gang. So this small, relatively small organ, 2.5% of your body weight, takes 20% of your blood flow. Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing. So when we get heart rate up, a lot of blood into the brain, and that's where we get that neuroplasticity, that neuroprotection, all the neurogenesis, all those neuro great words are happening right now.
Happening.
Okay, so we're here to talk about freezing of gait. You know, how do we get going? How do we stop? Because it is the same issue. If you can't stop, if you do these exercises, it'll help you. All right, I've got a great exercise, and we're going to step over something. Okay. So Jackie, I'm going to use the paperweight that I took off my desk that you used for the first round.
Stop it. I'm
going to use that because it's really, you can see that really well. Okay. What are we going to do? We're going to relax the jaw. We're going to take a breath in. I'm going to look down and I'm going to step over that weight. Okay. And then I keep walking. I'm going to walk a few steps.
Yep.
And I come to a stop in a wide stance. Okay, so here it is. And this could be anything. You could put a sock on the floor. You could do change of carpet, a crack, whatever. It could be anything. I've got 2 pieces of tape on the floor. It could be anything. I relax the jaw, take a breath in, and I'm going to step over. And then I start walking.
Nice.
Try that a few times. I'm telling you, I love this one because it works so well. You could do this just about anywhere. I mean, if you know, some people say, well, what if there's nothing to step over? There's always something to step over. A blemish, a piece of gum, a crack, whatever it is, you can find something to look at. Now, how do we do this in practice? Gang, you do this when you feel good and you don't need it. So this is the practice. I feel good. I'm not in a rush. Relax the jaw. I just do a little bit of cardio. I step over and I take a few steps and come to a stop in a John Wayne stance. That's how you're going to do this. 2 to 5 minutes, gang. 2 to 5 minutes.
So I got a question for you. Let's say I'm at the grocery store and I'm in an aisle and I'm stuck and I don't have a sock to throw on the floor, or
you're not bringing an extra sock or a pair of
I
underwear?
don't carry extra socks with me when
I always carry an extra pair of underwear. Just my mom always taught me that.
What can you do?
You know what? I'm so glad you asked that. Let's get rid of that, because there's a lot of times you don't have something to step over, or you're just not focused enough to do it because you're anxious.
Right.
Okay, so here I am. I'm in the grocery store. There's lots of people around. You go, oh man, I don't want to be stepping over something or stepping back. All right, relax the jaw. Smile. I mean, right?
Oh, yeah. Never hurts to smile.
This person's happy. And then we're going to count steps in your head.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I knew this is where you were going to go.
Thank you.
Let's count 10 loud, big steps out loud for the first time. Okay. So I want it to be this. Relax the jaw. Take a breath in. You see how that's similar? Now I count my steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jackie, I'm already all the way to the front of the gym and I'm about to get coffee for us.
On that 10th step, stop wide so you're nice and stable, but counting loud.
Counting your steps, gang. And you count your steps. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't just count and walk. Okay. Now, let's just say this is how you practice at home or wherever you're going to practice. You count loudly. They're nice big steps. We know from experience that the louder you are, the bigger your step. All right. And that breaks a freeze too. Now, I'm in the grocery store. I love it, Jackie. Love the question, because I'm in the grocery store. I don't want to yell and shout, right? Because they're going to put me in grocery store jail. All right. So watch this. I'm going to count as loud as I can in my head. Here I go. Relax the jaw. Take a breath in, smile, and here we go. Was that deafening?
Yes.
But the thing is, you can do that and it works really well. It works just as well as counting out loud. And if you practice counting out loud, right, every day as a daily practice, 2 to 5 minutes, then you get stuck in the grocery store. You're like, no big deal. No big deal. I've done this enough times. My brain goes, yep, no problem. I break the freeze by counting my steps in my head.
Because
That's
it's
how
a
it's
different pathway in your brain. It's not, oh, I need to step forward and I can't. It's,
Yep.
I'm going to count, or I'm just going to step over. It's just a whole different way of thinking about moving.
Yep. And gang, I'll tell you what, we've seen enough people with freezing problems that we know it's a bad habit and you can break a bad habit. Can you break a bad habit?
Sure.
Yes or no? And instinctively your gut goes, yes, I can break a bad habit. And freezing is just a bad habit. Jackie, let's do our second strength exercise.
We need to get that
right.
other side.
And I'll get you your weight for you.
Thank
because
you.
I know it's a little bit heavy.
So heavy. Yeah, get it off your desk, the
That's right.
paperweight. All right.
All right. So we're going to do a weight, and we're going to put this weight either over your head or maybe on your shoulder or on your chest. And we could even hang it down like a bucket of water. Okay. But I prefer up high. I'm going to do mine up high, Jackie.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we're just going to walk with it. We're just going to take some steps and I'm walking forward. Look at my chin. My chin is up, my chest is out, and I'm walking with the best posture I can muster.
Yep. If you're in a chair, get off the back of your chair and do some marches with a high weight, or stand up and just do some marches in place with that weight overhead, holding
my
on.
arm straight. And every time I come to a stop, I try to stop with a John Wayne stance because, gang, you've got more stability there. Okay, let's switch sides.
Sure.
We only need about 30 seconds of each of these. All right. So we go for a little walk. Tell you what, my right arm's not as good as my left. So I'm going to put this on my chest.
Me too.
And I'm going to go for a walk with the best posture I can muster right now.
Yep. Or you're here. You
Very
got
nice. You're working your core muscles. You're working your spine.
Yeah.
It's a great spine exercise. I'll take that.
You know
back.
what? We're coming to the end of our, wait, is this a 3-hour workout? Oh, no.
I wish.
Click, 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 click.
The PF would never invite us back.
I know. We love the
I'll tell you
PF.
what, we do have enough time for a stretch though. So let's get a nice stretch in.
Yeah. Take a minute, grab your seat, and let's think about stretching.
Stretching always works better after you're warmed up.
Mhm.
So after you get out of a shower, a tub, or after you exercise.
Perfect timing.
So tell you what, let's do this. I love shoulder stretches. Let's grab an elbow and just pull it across your body. I want you to feel something, but don't go into pain. It shouldn't feel horrible, right? It should
It
actually
feels
feel pretty
good.
good. We hold stretches for about a 10 count. And the more you can relax, the better the stretch you get.
Oh, and don't forget to fix your
Let's
face
switch
with a smile, because we're almost done.
I know.
You know what? If you like what you see today, we have plenty more where that came from.
Exactly. Hey, we do it 5 days a week.
Sure we do.
We've got one free class on Wednesdays.
We do.
Let's
And-
grab the back of your chair and we're going to lean forward. Well, if you're in Columbus, we've got some free classes here in person.
Yes, we do. But Fitness Friday, every Friday for the Parkinson's Foundation, they have a nice variety of great
They sure do. They've
folks.
got some nice people teaching
Oh my gosh,
classes on
some of our good
Fridays.
friends.
That's right. Let's go one leg straight. And what we're going to do is a hamstring stretch. This is oldie but goodie. We're going to push the belly button towards the toe, and the toe comes towards the belly button.
Oh,
We're feeling this in the back of the leg, somewhere behind your knee, up into your hamstring, even into your glute and low back.
everybody needs a hamstring stretch, especially if you have a total hip or a total knee or just arthritis.
Oh, how about if you're just over 40?
Yeah, if you're in that category.
Okay, let's switch sides.
I'm not in that category.
No,
yet.
neither am
Yeah,
I.
I'm 26.
Again,
Oh, it feels good.
pushing the belly button towards the toe comes towards the belly button. I tell you, I think we have time for one more nice stretch. Okay, let's do this. Let's go all the way out to the edge of your chair.
All right.
And then we're going to lean back. Look how much room I had
Oh,
behind
yeah.
me. So I'm kind of like almost looking up at the ceiling. My one leg goes straight, and let's pull the other knee up and across. So I'm going to try to pull my left knee towards my right shoulder. My right knee goes towards my left shoulder. I can actually grab this underneath my knee if I need to. That's perfectly fine. But this is an old-timey sciatic nerve stretch.
Oh, it feels so good. If you have a hip or knee replacement, this is perfectly safe. Just be gentle.
Yep, just be gentle on it. Let's switch sides. And you know what? This one does work better if you're flat, so on the floor or in your bed. But we can do a nice one off a chair. Relax and breathe. Wow, what a great job everyone did today. I'll tell you, if you stayed with us, man, I am so proud of you. And you know, the consistency thing, if I practice something every day, what happens? You get better at it.
Imagine that.
If you practice freezing and getting shut down every day, guess what? You get better at that. If you practice relax the jaw, take a breath in, big first step, you get better at that too.
But I'll tell you, if you take away one exercise to do from this half-hour workout, 10 loud steps.
I love 10
It's magic. It fixes gait. It fixes freezing.
It does a lot of things.
It helps voice volume. It helps confidence.
Oh my gosh. You know, if you came to a boot camp, you'd look at it and you go, okay, Zitty, they don't need 10 loud big steps. And I'd be like, yeah, but we're going to keep doing it so they never need it.
Right.
You want to keep doing things so you never need it. That's the key. You get better and then you keep doing it so you never need it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, Jackie, you know, everyone's favorite.
I know.
2 minutes of our class is probably just right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to get comfortable. Okay. So whatever that means to you, you can just sit, you can lay down. Let's get comfortable. We're going to think about one thing and one thing only, calming your mind. We call this the bridge, gang. We did some warm-ups. We did some cardio. We did a little bit of freezing work. We did some strength. We did some flexibility. We did all that in like 25 minutes. Wow.
And we made it all the way through.
So this is what we call the bridge. We're going to bring that all together and make it sense in your head by doing mindfulness.
Mindfulness is so important. If you've never tried it before, try it with us today.
Yep. All right. So we're going to do 2 minutes. I'm going to think about breathing in through my nose and out through my mouth. Okay. That's what I'm going to think about. I'm going to count the number of breaths I take. I'm going to get the clock starting now. That is your 2 minutes.
Yeah, that is 2
really
minutes.
Close
I know.
Right here.
Whoa, we better. I'm scaring myself. We're going to have to back just a little bit. We zoomed in. Our cameraman zoomed in for us. Gang, thank you so much for joining us. Annie, thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, we really had fun teaching you today. Hey, come visit us. Wednesdays are free, brain and body. It'll help your memory. And then we have 2 weeks of free. If you want to just try us out, come try us out for 2 weeks. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it and you're going to see some results too.
TotalHealthWorks.com. And hey, follow us on Total HealthWorks Facebook.
I think 2 things happen. Oh, go ahead.
TikTok. Hello. And Instagram.
I was going to say, we love all those because TikTok's fun. two things are going to happen. You're going to have a little bit of fun and you're going to get really tall.
I better keep working, gang. Thank you.
Take care, everyone.
Yeah,
See you
we'll
next time.
See you on another Friday. Bye.